when it comes to Asian Americans as it relates to worship, I think the primary thing that I would love all vineyards to do is to see that when it comes to multi-ethnicity, Asian Americans should be part of that too. What is the unique thing that Asian Americans actually bring to the worship experience? I mean, you might see an Asian American worship leader leading, or you might see Asian American worship musicians playing, and as they play, it might feel like it's similar, but we're coming at it from a maybe a unique perspective. And so the first thing that I would say to any worship pastors out there, if you've got Asian Americans, please see them, and please also recognize that they are part of the multicultural discussion. And then the other thing that I think is really, really great, and it's something that I think that we've been doing here in the Vineyard, but hear the stories of your Asian Americans on your teams. If you've got some Asian Americans on your teams, take them out to coffee and just say, hey, can I hear what your experience is like here at the church? Can I hear your story? What was it like growing up? What was it like eating maybe different food? Or what was it like maybe living in America while you felt like you had like an undue pressure to succeed? What did that do to you, and how did that look for you in your spiritual relationship with Jesus? I mean, those are really, really great questions. And if they're not asked, I think Asians often assume that the leaders don't care, or the other people don't care. And I think that everybody out there, from a worship pastor to a worship leader, if you've got Asian Americans on your team, I think that you do deeply care about them. But Asians are never going to say, listen to my story, I need to be seen, because that's just not the way that we do. And the third thing that I would say, so the first thing is see your Asian Americans. The second thing is really, 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 really hear their stories. Make an effort to draw them out if you can. And then the third thing that I would say is that I think that when it comes to like service, and it comes to humility, and it comes to like kind of following the lead of the worship pastor and the worship leader, because we live in such a hierarchical culture, we fall into that really, really easily. And so giving space for Asian Americans to actually not just do exactly the same thing that the leader is doing, not just kind of like follow in line, or not just like accept direction, because we're okay with accepting direction. I would challenge worship pastors and worship leaders and even pastors to release Asian Americans into leadership and say, hey, what would it look like if you led a set, or what would it look like if you led the song, and what would it look like if you actually led the arrangement or the musical? Because we're just going to fall in line for the most part. We don't want to make waves. We don't want to create any problems. We're going to fall in line. But I think that we have something to give, and I think we're still becoming awake to that. I don't exactly know what all of that is, but I'd love to see people give space for that.